A very warm hello to all my students. This is your teacher, Mrs. Numaira Zahid, and in today's lesson, we are going to learn how can we find out the molar masses of different compounds. So, what is molar mass is the first question. We first need to know what is molar mass. Molar mass is atomic mass, molecular mass, or formula mass, which is expressed in grams. So, whenever the masses are expressed in grams, we know that it is known as the molar mass of a substance. So how can we calculate the molar masses of different substances? Okay. This is actually a question, and I'm going to solve this question in a very easy and simple way. All my videos and all my lessons are just to facilitate you in your studies, and these all lessons are actually designed just to facilitate the students upon their requests. So all my students are sending me requests related to different topics, and I'm making some lessons ready for them in order to simplify these main concepts. Okay, so here we are going to find out how can we calculate the molar masses of substances. Let's say, for example, we have a substance, hydrochloric acid, and we need to know that how can we calculate the molar mass of HCl. So as we know that the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 gram and of chlorine is 35.5 gram. So how can we find out the molar mass of HCl? First, we will find out how many atoms of hydrogen are here plus how many atoms of chlorine. As we know that there is only a single hydrogen atom and a single chlorine atom, so we are writing it H into 1 plus Cl into 1. Now we have to put the value of molar mass, atomic mass of hydrogen, which is 1. 1 into 1 plus for chlorine, we have to use 35.5 into 1. Now, 1 times is 1, 35.5, 1 time is 35.5. By adding these two values, we are getting it 36.5 grams. This is how we can calculate the molar mass of hydrochloric acid. Similarly, we can find the molar mass of any substance using the same method or formula. For example, you are given with a substance that is calcium carbonate. So to find out the molecular mass or molar mass of calcium carbonate, here we are talking about the molar mass. So it means the mass will be expressed in grams. So to find out the molar mass of calcium carbonate, we should know that the atomic mass of calcium, the molar mass of calcium is 40 grams. For carbon, it is 12 grams, and for oxygen, it is 16 grams. Okay, these are the atomic masses or molar masses. Okay, so here, next step would be, we know that there is 1 atom of calcium, 1 atom of carbon, and 3 atoms of oxygen. So for calcium, we can write 40 as its molar mass. For carbon, it is 12. For oxygen, it is 16. Now, 41 times is 40, 12 1 times is 12, and 16 3 times is 48. When we add this together, we get it. Let me add it for you. 40, 12, and 48. It becomes 10, 1, 5, 6, and 4. What is the molar mass of calcium carbonate? That is 100 grams. Got it? Similarly, let's take another example. We can take another example of, let's say, sulfuric acid. Okay. So for sulfuric acid, we know that the formula is H2SO4. So for sulfuric acid, we know that sulfuric acid contains hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. Hydrogen is 1 gram in its molar mass, sulfur is 32 grams and oxygen is 16 grams. So there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur, and 4 atoms of oxygen. So for hydrogen, we are putting its mass 1 into 2. For sulfur, we will keep it 32. And for oxygen, we are taking 16. This 16 and this 32. Okay, so 2 1 times is 2, 32 1 times is 32, plus 16 4 times is 64. Adding all these values together, 64, 32, and 2, 4, 6, and 8, 6 and 3, 9. So what is the molar mass of sulfuric acid? It is 98 grams. Got it? If we are going to take another example, we can say that it is sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide, that is a base. So what can we use to find out sodium hydroxide as molar mass? The molar mass of it contains sodium, it contains oxygen, and it contains hydrogen. First, we find out what are the elements which are found in this substance. So sodium's molar mass is 23 grams, oxygen has 16 grams, and hydrogen has 1 gram. Now, in order to calculate the molar mass, we are able to find out how many number of atoms are present. Sodium is 1, oxygen is 1, hydrogen is 1. Sodium is 23 times 1, oxygen is 16 times 1, and hydrogen is 1 times 1. So it becomes 23 plus 16 plus 1. How can we find out what is the value of sodium hydroxide? By adding these 3 values. So what will it become? It will become 40 grams in case if we are finding molar mass. Okay. The last example I'm going to include in this lesson is of, we can say, magnesium hydroxide. It is again a base. So if we want to find out magnesium hydroxide, we are finding what are the elements which are present in this substance. So the molar mass of magnesium is 24 grams. For oxygen, it is 16 grams. And for hydrogen, it is 1 gram. Okay. So for magnesium hydroxide, first we need to write down the formula of the substance. And here we are going to find out what are the values of, what are the number of atoms here. So magnesium is only 1. So we will multiply magnesium by 1. Oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen, and hydrogen again 2. So magnesium's molar mass is 24 into 1 plus 16 for oxygen plus 1 for hydrogen. So 24 1 times is 24, 16 2 times is 32, plus 2 1 times is 2. So 24 when added to 32 and 2 gives us the value of 58 grams. This is how we can find out the value of magnesium hydroxide. Got it? So let's include another example, which can be an organic substance. We can say that there is an organic substance. This is acetic acid. Okay. And we can also find out the molar mass of glucose, C6H12O6, which is glucose. So what are different atoms found in acetic acid? We have, in acetic acid, we have carbon, we have hydrogen, and we have oxygen. So for carbon, we know it is 12 grams. Molar mass of carbon is 12 grams. Hydrogen is 1 gram. 16 gram is for oxygen. Similarly, yahan pe bhi, because it is again an organic substance, so it contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So carbon is 12 grams, hydrogen 1 gram, and oxygen is 16 grams. In order to find out the molar mass of acetic acid, we will use CH3COO, its formula. We can write carbon. How many carbon atoms are here? 2. How many hydrogen atoms? We will add these 3 and this 1. So hydrogen into 4. Plus how many oxygen? Oxygen is 2. So 12 into 2 plus 1 into 4 plus 16 into 2. It becomes 24 plus 4 plus 32. So what do we get? 24 plus 4 plus 32 gives us the value of 60 grams. Okay. So the molar mass of acetic acid is 60 grams. Similarly, for glucose, what can we do for glucose? For glucose, we can find out that the value of carbon. How many carbon atoms? Carbon multiplies 6 plus hydrogen multiplies 12 plus oxygen multiplies 6. So 12 into 6 plus 1 into 12 plus 16 into 6. So what value do we get? 12 when multiplied by 6 gives us the value of 72. 12 1 times is 12 and 16 6 times gives us the value of 96 grams. When we add these three values together, what do we find? We are going to find the molar mass of glucose. So 72 plus 12 plus 96 gives us a value of 180 grams. This is how we can find out the molar masses of all inorganic and organic substances. I hope this video is very beneficial for all of you because it makes the base of the chemistry. Thank you.